stop me. Okay, cool. I want you to tell me what parallel lines are.
I was trying to, but I had some net issues.
Okay, okay. Is the echo resolved now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so tell me what parallel lines are.
Sir, I'm sorry, what?
Tell me what parallel lines are.
The parallel lines are the lines which extend to any extent but do not meet.
Very good. Any other take? Anything? I always told you, never think about math with diagrams or something. Always imagine the diagrams that you see. Any examples that you can give me?
Railway tracks.
Perfect. Good. And anything else that you can tell me about parallel lines? Now you see AB and CD, he says they are parallel lines. I am going to just denote them like this. Do parallel lines ever meet?
No.
Okay. AB, CD. Are these parallel lines?
Sir,
are AB and CD parallel to each other?
No, sir.
Why?
So when you extend AB and CD, they can intersect.
Perfect. When I extend, they meet somewhere. So what do they become? What kind of lines do they become?
Sir, it becomes an angle.
No. What kind of lines do they become? Does this ring a bell? This.
Adjacent angle.
No, I'm not talking about angles here. I'm talking about lines. Look at the heading. We're only talking about lines over here. No angles.
No, sir.
Remember intersecting lines? You remember concurrent lines?
Yes, sir.
Previous section. When there are only two lines that intersect that meet at a common point, they are called intersecting lines. They have a common point, but there are more than two lines. They are called concurrent lines. Does it ring a bell now? All this was discussed in the previous session. Do you remember that now?
Sir, what?
I was explaining to her about what intersecting lines and concurrent lines are, what we discussed in session 1.
Yes, sir, I remember what intersecting lines are, but I don't remember what concurrent lines are.
Okay, what are intersecting lines?
Sir, intersecting lines are the lines which overlap each other. I mean, like if we just draw two slanting lines, they overlap each other and they form an X.
Okay, this is not called overlapping. This is called intersection. Overlap is, say I draw a line and I draw another line that goes on top of it. Something like that. That's an overlap.
Okay, sir.
This is intersection. Say there is a common point O and there are two lines that go through this common point, basically. They are intersecting lines. But what if there are more than two lines that go through the same point? For example, something like this. You see multiple lines going through the same point, right?
Yes,
These
sir.
are concurrent lines. As simple
Concurrent.
as that's the only difference. Are we very clear now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, clear.
Are we also clear about parallel lines? Because the next slide is very, very important.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Transversal. Have you come across this concept?
Yes, sir, I get. Yeah, yes, sir.
Is there any brief idea that you have about this concept?
Sir, let me just guess. A line which passes through two parallel lines
Is called?
is called a transversal line.
Perfect, perfect. Very good, very good. Anything else?
I never came across this in maths, but I think in physics.
Yeah, the concept doesn't change.
Sir, I mean like it intersects two parallel lines.
Pardon?
The line which intersects two parallel lines.
Perfect, perfect. If you look at the line L, it is cutting the two parallel lines CD and AB. Beautiful, perfect. Anything else that you can tell me about the transversal funda?
No, sir.
Okay,
No
problem. Chalo. Let's discuss. This is a very important slide, guys. Pay attention, jot down because you're with a notebook. Now, when I say trans, it means going across. So, if I want to redraw it, say I have two parallel lines. What do these arrows mean? What do these arrows mean? They mean the parallel lines.
Parallel.
If there is another line that is cutting these two parallel lines, such a line is called a transversal. Concept clear? Now,
Yes, sir.
what all are the angles that are formed over here? That is what we want to see.
We can see an acute angle.
Let's look at the number of angles. Then let's decide what kind of angles. Okay, because now that we know that if there's a crocodile that opens its mouth, it's an acute angle that is formed. If I move my palms like this, it's an obtuse angle. If it is something like this, it's a right angle. All right. But now let's first number or name all the angles that are possible. This is angle 1.
Sir,
Okay.
there are 5 angles forming in this.
Let's see. Angle 2, angle 3, angle 4.
Hello, I'm so sorry. Like I was outside and came. So can you?
Someone was speaking. I don't know who was speaking.
Sir, Arna.
No.
I think Arna has joined.
So like I went outside and I came. So that's why I joined now. Sorry.
Okay. So focus from this concept. The previous one is something that you should go through the recording again and get a hold of it. Let me start repeating transversal and focus, because this is a very important property. We are going to do a lot of problems based on this particular concept today. Okay. So I have two parallel lines and I draw one line that intersects these two parallel lines or cuts it. Such a line is called a transversal. Now we are trying to number the angles that are formed. Priscilla rightly has said 8 angles. Perfect. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have angle 5, we have angle 6, we have angle 7, and we have angle 8. All right, 8 angles are formed. Now, can you see adjacent angles over here? I can say that angle 1 and angle 4 are adjacent. I can say angle 2 and angle 3 are adjacent. I can say angle 1 and 2 are also adjacent. 3 and 4 are also adjacent. Do you guys agree with me?
Yes, sir.
If you go fast, that is because I am assuming that you've understood that because I've explained it previously. Now, I can also see vertically opposite angles. I can see angle 1 and angle 3 are vertically opposite. Angle 2 and angle 4 are vertically opposite. Angle 5 and angle 7 are vertically opposite. You guys agree?
Yes, sir. Sir, can we say all the angles are adjacent angles?
Not all. Are angle 5 and 7 adjacent? No, angle 5 and 7 are vertically opposite. What is the condition of adjacent? There should be a line, there should be a common ray, there should be a common vertex, and both the angles should be beside each other. They should also form 180 degrees. Correct?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Chalo. Now, let's discuss the properties basically. Now, guys, all the properties are more of a visual thing. Okay. If I want to break it down, first thing that we discuss over here are called corresponding angles. The first concept. What does the property say? Corresponding angles are equal. Now, what are these corresponding angles? Angles that correspond to each other in the sense, if I look at
Angles that relate each other.
Pardon?
Angles that relate to each other.
Right. Now, if you look at angle 1, if I have to highlight, let me try changing. Okay. If I have to highlight angle 1, guys, and if I have to highlight angle 5, what do you observe? Don't they look similar? Don't they look the same?
Yes, sir.
There are two parallel lines. For example, if I name it AB and CD, there is one transversal that I've drawn across it, say L1, L2. Forget about what I'm naming it, it's just for clarity. If you see, doesn't this angle look similar to this angle? Both of them are on parallel lines, both
Yes, sir.
have common transversal. So what is the first funda? Angle 1 is equal to angle 5. They are corresponding angles. Right? Now, if I look at it from another point of view.
Sir, angle 8 and angle 4.
Perfect, perfect. I'm coming to it. But before moving to that, angle 2. Can you tell me what angle 2 will do if I have to look at it from a top-down approach, ऊपर से नीचे? What is angle 2 equal to?
Angle 6.
Perfect. Everyone is clear with this until now?
Yes, sir.
Now, as someone rightly said, angle 4 is also equal to angle 8. Once I've explained one angle, you can figure out all the other angles. And similarly, angle 3 is also equal to angle 7. Are we very clear with this?
Yes, sir.
What is the first
So
property?
I didn't understand.
What did you understand?
So like I didn't understand.
What's your name?
Yes, sir.
Your name.
Arna.
Arna. Okay. ठीक है Arna. So let me take the first example. All the others will be clear. AB and CD are parallel lines, Arna. You understand what parallel lines are, right?
Yes, sir.
They are being cut by a common line which is called the transversal, that is L1, L2. Now, forget the entire diagram. Just focus on L1, angle 1. Okay? Now, which other spot or which other angle in this entire diagram looks similar to angle 1? Something that is on the same parallel.
Angle 5.
Exactly, and is on the common transversal. If I have to extend this, I can see that angle 5 and angle 1 correspond to each other. Both of them are on the parallel line. Both are being cut by the common transversal. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
So angle 1 and angle 5 are equal. Similarly, angle 4 and angle 8 are equal if I have to look at it from the other side. You agree?
Yes, sir.
Now, angle 2 and angle 6 also become equal. For example, if I reverse the entire thing, angle 2 and angle 6 also are equal. Do you agree with me, Arna?
Yes,
Similarly, angle 3 and angle 7 are also equal. All these are corresponding angles. All the corresponding angles are equal. Are we very clear with this first property, guys?
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Sir,
Yes?
sir, your video flows for me, and also whatever you're writing flows.
Whatever I'm writing?
Whatever you're writing on the screen, it flows. I mean, like, I'm not able to see further.
What can you see? Can you?
Sir, I can only see that you wrote, no. You put angle 1 and an arrow to angle 5, and then you wrote corresponding angles are equal. Only till there I'm able to see.
Okay, is the screen? Can the others see the screen? If the others can see the screen, log out and log in. That's the only thing that can be done.
Okay, sir. Just give me 1 minute, sir.
10 seconds. It doesn't take 1 minute. It takes 10 to 15 seconds. Sure. So we know that corresponding angles are equal. We know that vertically opposite angles are also equal. Are you guys clear with this? Any doubts till here? Guys, any doubts till here? No. Sure. Let me clear the screen and discuss the remaining two properties. Okay.
Sorry, sir, I typed that by mistake.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I just redrew it. Okay. Now, what is the next concept that we are going to discuss? The next concept that we are going to discuss is that of alternate interior angles. Now, guys, by this statement, can you tell me which are the alternate interior angles? Anyone? Wait, not anyone. Priscilla, tell me which are the alternate interior angles.
Angle 2 and angle 8.
Angle
2 and angle
Angle 2 and angle 8. Beautiful. Anything else that you can see?
8. Angle 3 and angle 5.
Beautiful. Why are we talking about, why are we using the word interior? Because they are falling between those two parallel lines. दोनों के अंदर है. They're interior to both of them, right? Do you guys agree?
Sir, can you explain whatever you are explaining till now?
Are you the one who logged out and logged in?
Yes, sir.
I did not explain anything. I was going slow. Corresponding angles are equal and vertically opposite angles are equal. You're thorough with that till now. I just redrew the figure and I start discussing the third property called alternate interior angles. Can you see the screen? Are you with us?
Yes, sir. Now I'm able to see the screen.
Perfect. So, why are they called alternate interior angles? Why are they called alternate? Because they are on the opposite sides of the transversal. You agree with that point? Now, why are they called interior? Because they fall in between the two parallel lines. Do you agree with both these statements? That is the reason we've got something called alternate interior angles. Now, as Priscilla rightly said, angle 2 and angle 8 are alternate interior angles. Now, if you look at angle 2 and angle 8, don't they look like the same angles? If I have to highlight this and this, angle 2 and angle 8, alternate interior angles are also equal. Angle 2 is equal to angle 8 and angle 3 is equal to angle 5. These are the only interior angles because they are falling in between the two parallel lines. Are we clear with this?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Jaldi. Perfect. Now, what do you think would be the next theorem? If I'm talking about alternate interior angles, like Priscilla has rightly said 2, 8, 3 and...
Alternate exterior angles.
Perfect. Now, who can tell me what alternate exterior angles are?
Sir, can I?
Yeah.
So can I?
Wait. Everyone's gonna get a chance. Relax. Yeah. Bhavya, tell me. Bhavya, can you hear me? Bhavya. Okay. Arna, go ahead. Tell me what alternate exterior angles are. Which ones do you think are alternate exterior angles?
Angle 4 and angle 6 and angle 1 and angle 7.
And why are they called alternate exterior angles? Like how we understood alternate
Because
interior?
because they're outside the parallel lines.
Perfect. And they're on the opposite sides of the transversal.
Yes, sir.
Angle 1 and angle 7 look similar to you?
Yes, sir.
Angle 4 and 6 look similar. They're actually the same. I'm using the word similar. Do they look same because of the two rays that they fall between? Do they look same?
Yes, sir.
Right. So the next concept, the fourth property is simple. It is alternate exterior angles are equal. So 1 is equal to angle 7, angle 4 is equal to angle 6. Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts?
No, sir.
Now we have the final property of transversals. Very interesting. Now, let me break the diagram down. For example, this is something we had angle 2, angle 5. Let me just have angle 2 and angle 5. Can all of you follow this particular diagram? Okay. Now,
Yes, sir.
can you tell me what angle 1 plus angle 2 would add up to?
So 180 degrees.
Perfect. Reason?
So because they have a common line.
Right, because they're on a straight line and the angle of a straight line is 180 degrees. As simple as that, correct?
Yes,
Now,
sir.
the next theorem says Let me first write it down. It says interior angles on the same side of transversal are equal. Now, if the English looks a little complicated, forget about it, relax. Interior angles. What are interior angles? They should be between the two parallel lines. You guys agree? That means he's talking about angle 2 and he's talking about angle 5.
Yes, sir.
You guys agree with this? Right. And he is talking about both these angles being on the same side of transversal. That means L1, L2 is a transversal. 2 and 5 are both on the right side of the transversal. Both, all of you agree with me? They are on the same
Yes,
side.
sir, but how can they be equal?
Oh, okay, one second. I wrote equal. My bad, I wrote equal. Are supplementary. My bad. How are they supplementary? For example, angle 5 and angle 1 are equal, guys, because they are corresponding.
Yes, sir.
You guys agree with me? Angle 1 and angle 5 are equal. Angle 1 and angle 2 give us 180 degrees. Correct? But instead of angle 1, I am only writing angle 5. So angle 2 plus angle 5 would also give me 180 degrees. You guys agree with me?
Yes, sir.
I can say that angle 1 is equal to angle 5 because they are corresponding.
Yes, sir.
Forget angle 1 over here.
Sir?
What is 2? What are angle 2 and 5 adding up to? Straight line. What is
180 degrees.
the Someone said, sir, what is your doubt?
Sir, not a doubt, sir. I just logged out and logged in.
Okay.
Because I'm having a lot of net issues. So can you just repeat whatever you explained from the past 5 minutes?
Oh. Okay. So let me finish the class. Okay, but okay, let me just brief it up because the problems that we are going to solve are based on this concept. So I don't want anyone to miss out. I am going to explain what is written on the screen. Pay attention. Now, what's your name? Who logged out and logged in?
Sir, me, sir, Bhavya.
Okay. So, Bhavya, pay attention. I'm going to one second, please. Yeah, I'm going to repeat whatever is written on the screen. Alternate interior angles. Alternate means opposite sides of the transversal. Interior means they fall between the two parallel lines.
Yes, sir.
Alternate interior angles are equal is one important problem. Now, if you look at the diagram on the left hand side, angle 2 and angle 8 are on the opposite sides of the transversal. Do you agree with me, Bhavya?
Yes, sir.
It's for all of you. It's just like a brush up. It's a recap before we start solving problems. And they are on the opposite sides of the transversal, and are they falling in between the two parallel lines, 2 and 8? That is the reason they are interior. You agree? Now, if I highlight the area around it, that is, if I highlight this angle 2, okay, and if I highlight angle 8, don't they look the same?
Yes, sir.
You agree with me? So it says angle 2 and angle 8 are alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles are equal. Similarly, what is the other alternate interior pair? Angle 3 and 5, you agree with me? Opposite sides of the transversal, interior because they fall between the two parallel lines.
Yes, sir.
They are forming the same angle. Are we clear? Exactly opposite to this property is the property of alternate exterior angles.
Exterior. Yes, sir. I know that.
Opposite sides of the transversal falling
Yes, sir,
between
but
the
outside
parallel
of
lines. Perfect. Agreed? Here 1 and 7 are equal, 4 and 6 are equal. The last funda that I discussed was interior angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary to each other. What is the funda of supplementary? That both the angles should add up to 180 degrees.
180 degrees.
Exactly. Now, I explained that on the right hand side of the screen. I just broke it down where I put angle 2 and angle 5. And we know that angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding angles. That means they are equal.
Yes, sir.
So instead of angle 1, I can also write angle 5.
Yes, sir.
Now, what would angle 5 and angle 2 together add up to, because they are on a straight line?
180 degrees.
Exactly. That is the reason
180.
this angle 2, or in this diagram angle 4 and angle 5. What is angle 4 and angle 5 in this diagram?
So 180 itself.
Perfect.
Vatsala, can you mute?
Someone singing. Who's singing?
Sir, Vatsala.
Vatsala, why are you singing? Focus guys, okay? Are we clear with this? Is everyone clear before we start solving problems?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Chalo.